proceedings of this meeting. May I invite Engineer P.A. Salahuddin, Chairman of IEI Kochi Local Center, to welcome the gathering. Over to Engineer P.A. Salahuddin.
Good evening to all. Respected National President, other national leaders, great leaders of Institute of Engineers India, national and state council members, local leaders and other dignitaries on the stage, off stage, online participants, ladies and gentlemen. We gathered here to pay homage to our departed past national president and great engineer M. Chakrasa, who attained heavenly abode on 24th November 2021. His sad demise made a great loss not only for the family members but also for the institution of engineers in general and Cochin Local Center in particular. He was our guru, guide and mentor to shape this local center to the present form. He was one of the reference for technical, organizational and administrative matters. His association with this institution started in 1970 and became national president for 2 sessions from 1994 to 1996. During his tenure, he was instrumental to rewrite the constitution of IEI to the present form. He was able to lead various international delegations representing Government of India in the field of climate change and energy conservation. His demise is a great loss to Indian engineering community as a whole. Cochin Local Center joins the sorrow and anguish of his family and pay tribute to his great memory. I take this opportunity to pray Almighty God cover him with an abundance of blessings for his eternal peace. So let me start my assigned duty to welcome all the participants to this function. We have our National President, Engineer Narendra Singh Ji, is joining from Dehradun online. He is an eminent engineer involved in design and construction of various hydro electric power stations in India. And Dr. Kagreji, he is the president-elect. He is also joining from Bombay. Sir, we have extend our warm welcome to National President as well as President-elect. Dr. Gundaraj, sir, he is agreed to join with us, expecting he may be joining shortly, may be joining from Chennai. Engineer Shishkumar Banerjee, who was the past president and president during 2017-18, he is joining Calcutta through online. Sir, I welcome to this condolence remembrance meeting, sir. Engineer S.C.S. Berry was also a past president. He was president during 2015-16. He is also joining from Chandigarh through online. This local center warmly welcome to this remembrance meeting, sir. Dr. T.S. Kamal, M.B. Sukumaran Nair, Vijayendran Nair, who are all present National Council members, and they are also welcome to this condolence meeting. Mr. Ashok Kumar, he is agreed to join online from Trivandrum. He is a chairman, which in Kerala State Local Center, State Committee, and other chairman from Koilon, Local Center Chairman Koilon, Thrissur, Palkad, etc. They all agreed to join. Some people are already joined with us. We extend our warm welcome to these people. And family members of Chacko sir, his son Matthew Chacko, and his grandson PM Chacko. Then his daughter also joined with us. We welcome you to this remembrance meeting. Then our Mr. K.K. George sir, past chairman and one of the colleague of Mr. PM Chacko is also joining with us through online, and Dr. Mr. Engineer Kurian Matthew sir was the forerunner of this institution, and he is behind the construction of this building. He is also with us. We welcome you, sir, for this condolence meeting, sir. And our my colleague, Mr. Engineer K.S. Babu, Honorary Secretary, who was behind the curtain to arranging all these arrangements. I welcome to this condolence meeting. Other committee members and other local center members of organizations and other dignitaries who are joining with us, as well as those who are eager to join, expecting to join this, all are welcome to this remembrance meeting, sir. Mainly, I extend my sincere I welcome people of staff of this institution, as well as other members who are tirelessly working to make this function arrangement success. Once again, extend our solidarity with the sorrows and anguish to the family members of the departed leader, PM Chacko. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Engineer P.A. Salahuddin. The chief guest of this function is Engineer Narendra Singh Ji, the President of the Institution of Engineers, India. He has joined this meeting online from Dehradun. May I invite Narendra Singh Ji to deliver his address. Thank you.
Sir, your mic is off.
Sir, your mic is mute, sir.
Sorry, sir. I'm audible now. Hello,
Yes, sir. Yes,
I'm
sir. Yes, sir.
audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
Dear
sir.
fellow engineers, good evening to everybody present over here. We have assembled here today to pay homage to our very respectful philosopher and guide, late Sri PM Chacko Ji, past President of Institution of Engineers, India. In the name of God, today I am standing next to my guide who is no more with us. My tenure as a president will be over next few days. You can say on 28th of December, I'll leave this seat, but I never expected that during my tenure as a president, I would be having so much sorrowful day in my life. It is unpredictable, uncertain what we expect and what we face. Engineer Chacko was a wonderful personality who understood the meaning of word team. He always focused on the good of the institution than of his own benefits. He made many great contributions to the institution and moved forward in the numerous ways. His works and memories will never be forgotten for a long time. It is very sad because for me at least, I always enjoyed speaking with him. His presence will be missed forever to me. Engineer PM Chako as a distinguished mechanical engineer, acknowledged authority in design, manufacture, and commissioning of plant and machinery. He, he was closely associated with the institution for more than 2 decades. As a chairman of Cochin Local Center, his services were valuable. He activated the functioning of Cochin Local Center. Ever since entered the National Council of Institution of Engineers, he had been rendering his humble services for 11 years to the institution by various committees. He, he had successful office as a president in 1994 and continued for 2 sessions, 94-95 and 95-96. He was one of the founder member of Cochin Stock Exchange and also had served its board of directors more than one term. He was a sport lover. He was responsible for organizing various social services and projects. He was actively associated with the establishment and running several schools and colleges in the state of Kerala. His, his election as a president of the institution was a momentous recognition of these distinguished uh, attainments and continuing efforts to ensure his highest level of technological excellence and professional commitments in serving our nation. He always fight for justice, ethics. He helped, uh, he helped in Kochi High Court for Mr. H.C.S. Berry, the then president-elect against the S.B. Sinha. With these few words, I conclude my paying homage to departed soul and pay Almighty for his soul rest in peace. Chako has also been the chairman of search committee for SDG in year 19 in 2016. Thank you all. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Uh, now, may I invite the President-elect, Dr. Hemant Thackeray, to give his tributes to PM Chako, sir. Over to you, Dr. Hemant Thackeray.
Good evening, all. I'm on way to Lucknow. I'm boarding the flight for Lucknow from Mumbai. But let me share my experience with our past president, other figures, not only to the Cochin or Kerala State Center, but also to the
Thank you,
of
thank you.
India. I
ऐसे
had the
कहना
privilege
जरा
of
सी चाय दे देगा
firstly in the year 94-95
या
when
मैं
there
आ ही
was a
रहा
conflict between Nagpur.
हूँ
At that time, I was elected as a Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Technology to the Nagpur University, and he had personally congratulated me and felicited me in the premises of Nagpur University Center. He was a visionary figure, a fatherly figure who was having a clear vision, and his idea about the future of institution of engineers and the efforts which he had put in and the advice which he had given to young ones like me. At the time, I was only 34, 35 years of age. Was very inspiring. Later on, also, I used to call him and seek his advice, and I was first elected to the council in the year 1997. Later, I was not able to talk to him because he was having some hearing problem. But one of his relatives, Abraham, who was my student, was used to give me about convey about his well-being. Another thing which for which I was associated with Chaku Saab was that Mr. P.C. Alexander, who was the governor of Maharashtra, his wife and wife of Mr. P.C. Alexander, is very dear sister. In that context, also, I had many times I had interaction. I pray to Almighty that South of Chaco will remain better peace and give enough courage to the family members of Chakoji to bear the loss. Amen.
Thank you, Hemantji, for your kind words. Thank you. Now, let me invite Engineer Dr. T.M. Gunaraja, the immediate past president of IEI, to share his tributes about Engineer P.M. Chakko. Over to you, Dr. Gunaraja.
Thank you, Chairman. Sorry, I'm traveling to Chennai. I could not reach Chennai, but I stopped my car and sharing my views with our past president, P.M. Chakko. In fact, indeed, he is one of the pillar for the South in the Institution of Engineers India, and particularly to Tamil Nadu, he is being associated for a long time. Before me, when Satya Dhanapati was the council member, he is a regular visitor to Chennai, particularly to Tamil Nadu State Center, to have the joint activities. And later, he became president. And when I was the council member, his association with the Tamil Nadu Center, though he was a past president, is remarkable. And even in this old age, when I was a president of the Institution of Engineers India 1 year back, during the centennial celebration, he wanted to particularly visit Chennai for the inauguration of the centenary celebration. That much the affection he has towards the Institution of Engineers India and the engineering fraternity. In fact, saying he's an acknowledged authority in design, manufacture and commissioning of plant and machinery. And his period, as President said, 2 terms of the presidentship was remarkable, and his contribution was excellent. His loss is heavy to the engineering fraternity as well as to the Institution of Engineers India. I understand that a heavy pain in the family members. It is very, very difficult to leave him, but God has taken him. But his contributions and his remembrance are always with his family members as well as in the engineering fraternity. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Now, let me invite Engineer Shishir Kumar Banerjee, past president of IEI, to pay tributes to PM Chakko, sir. Shishir Kumar ji.
Sir, your mic is muted.
Sir, your mic is muted, sir. Mic is muted,
Sorry.
sir.
Now it is hearable? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Honorable President, Sri Narendra Singh ji, Honorable President-elect, Hemant Thagre ji, and also our Chairman, Kochi Local Center, former Chairman, former Honorary Secretary, Present Honorary Secretary, Council members, Dr. Kamal ji, and also other former council members, corporate members, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my fellow engineers, and all the family members of Engineer Chakko, since deceased. It is with a deep sense of sorrow that we have come to condole the passing away of Engineer P.M. Chakko, former president of the Institution of Engineers India, a towering personality in the engineering fraternity from Kerala state, who left for the heavily abhorred on 24th November 2021. He was committed to the cause of improving the quality of engineering education in the country. His endeavor
was to enrich the young minds to pursue the profession of excellence and commitment. I could reciprocate that during Platinum Jubilee celebration of the institution in 1994, when Engineer Chako was the president of the institution, guided us by offering his valuable suggestions. He also inspired us by his august presence at the Indian Engineering Congress, lastly held in Kolkata in December 2016, in which I was the chairman of the organizing committee, and I was so fortunate that when Mr. Chako, being impressed with my performance during a program of Rural Development Forum in 1994, personally called me and inspired me. And his words were really inspiring for the young professionals like me. Before I conclude, I pay my respectful homage to our beloved and respectful Engineer Chako and pray to the Almighty for the departed soul to rest in peace. Thank you.
For your kind words of tribute. Engineer HCS Barisa, past president of IEA, he had agreed to join the meeting. Maybe due to some reason, he's yet to join us.
He's available,
sir. He will join soon. Now we move
He's
on
available,
to
sir. He's available.
Professor Dr. T.S. Kamal, council member IEA and a long-time associate of Engineer P.M. Chako sir, to pay his tributes. Over to Kamal sir.
Hello. Good evening to everybody. All my senior colleagues and some of them of my time when I entered the council, Mr. K.K. George and others I cannot see probably. Today is the time when we try to reflect the memories with the departed soul. Works what he did for the institution, what he did for the state center, local center are very much written on the paper, very much written in the record. I first met him Pune Council meeting in March 1989. When I was not a council member, I simply accompanied my mentor, Mr. Sekhon, to that council when Mr. H.K. Firodia was the chairman of the Pune local center, and Sri Bapati was the president of the institutional units. First time. Then I attended their meeting as an invitee in the ETDB meeting. Now, what I felt, the impression I got from the soul, new soul which I met for the first time, when he was talking to the oldest person of the council, or the youngest person of the council, you could not recognize. From his face, you could not make out that he making distinction, he making some difference between. Always smiling face, smile on the face. Whenever you talk, you will talk very pleasantly, very nicely, and I cannot forget that. Then we met again in 1992 during the election time. He was with us 2 days in Kolkata, and we did a lot of work. And ultimately, he was declared the president of the Institution of Engineers in Council Golden Jubilee celebration of the Punjab Center in the year September 93, where in the election he was declared as the president. So we are the privy to that historical event first time. Then second time he was again at the same place where I met him for the first time, Pune. There is a council meeting as well as the students technicians convention. But in between, a big event took place. he was appointed as the chairman of the Bylaws and Regulation Committee, Revision Committee. With 3-4 persons. At that time, I could not make out who it was, but he was a very particular figure which I cannot forget. They spent full year and full analysis of the bylaws and regulations. Then in Cochin meeting, they started the meeting deliberation on the proposals of the bylaws committee. Started after lunch, and we were surprised. We were served the tea on the table, then working dinner also on the table. Then again, at about 9 or 9:30, tea up to 11:30 in the night. Full non-stop, continuous revision and deliberations were made. Our Padma Shri Vishweshwarya ji was there. G.P. Lal ji were there, and all other friends were there. Our engineer P.J. Mehta, past president, was there, and everybody was sitting glued to the chair, and we fully, you can say, comprehensive revision, and for the next 10 years, no need, no requirement came up for the reason of the bylaws. Such a great contribution at that time, which I cannot forget. Probably between Mr. Jordan will be there or somebody else, but I cannot forget because I was there full time, and all the persons are named later on became the vice president. Then in Chandigarh, whenever he had a program, and just phone him, sir, we have a program, we want to present you to be the chief guest. Of leaving everything, he will come to Chandigarh and join us and do a party. So these are some of the memories which I cannot forget, and more so that smiling face which we used to see. One more incident, when the Pune convention was going on and it was declared, and incidentally, my 2 daughters, as a student, they represented a paper, and it was the best paper. When she went to the dais, he tried to hand over the gold medal to my daughter. You know what my daughter said? Sir, don't hesitate. A father can always put anything around her, on daughter's neck. Then he came down and brought my 4 daughters to me and hugged us all 3 in his arms, and said, well, I get my affection from the children of. So these are some of the memories which I cannot forget. They will go with me. And if I would pass on to my friends, and then they will remain, but otherwise they are in my heart. And I never forget our Honorable past President, Mr. P.M. Chakko. This is my little tribute to him. And by the way of the memories, remembering the personal things which happened to me during those years. And the last time I went to Kolkata, when Mr. Baswa installed as the president. That is the last time I met him. After that, no chance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kamal sir, for sharing your fond memories. Earlier, we missed out Engineer HCS Berisa, past president of IEA. In fact, he was present here. So may I invite Engineer HCS Berry to share his memories about Engineer PM Chakko sir. Berisa.
Sir, your mic is muted, sir. Berisa, mic is muted, sir.
Now
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's okay, sir. It's okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Good evening, everybody. The death of Mr. Chacko is a very, very great personal loss to me. I have no words to express my grief towards his gratitude towards me. He was my mentor, and it was his blessings that I was elected president at Cochin. And I have special association with local center of Cochin. And during my election at Cochin, I had the opportunity to meet him, and I went at his residence before my election to get his blessings. And I was elected only with his blessings, because my election had a very, very, very odd situation. The convention, which Mr. Chacko was pioneer in getting the election of the president zonal wise, was broken at Cochin. And Mr. Chacko stood solidly in the council for this convention, and he had to leave the council meeting under protest. I cannot forget that event. And when the case of my election was challenged in the High Court at Cochin, he arranged the advocate. He went himself in the court in the interest of the institution, which is his great, great contribution, which I will never forget throughout my life. I am overwhelmed by his gratitude towards me. As Mr. Sisar Banerjee had told you, he graced the occasion of our engineering congress at Kolkata in December 16. And under his guidance, we had a very, very successful engineering congress, because every step I was stood by him. As a tenure of my president, he guided me on all occasions, and he, as a chairman of the search committees, was able to select SDG as well as Director ST during my tenure. His contribution towards institution of engineers has no words to explain. And I pay my respectful homage to his departed soul, and may God, his soul, rest in peace. This is only what we can pray to God at this time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barisa, for your kind words. Dr. MP Sukuman Nair, council member of IEI, had a long association with engineer PM Chacko. Now let me invite him to share his memories.
President of this function, Engineer Salahuddin, distinguished guests, and the family of the departed Sri PM Chacko, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that the dignitaries who spoke ahead of me have spoken very good words about Sri PM Chacko. Nothing less than good words can be thought or spoken about that great engineer who lived with us so long. But due to the system defect, we do not know we could not understand what they told to us. So my suggestion to these kinds of meetings is that we must have a foolproof system which is available readily available in the market. Go for that. so that a lot of people from different parts of the country speak. And we are very eager to know what they are speaking. What is their impressions about this great person who lived among us? That is on the one side. About Sri PM Chako, my heart throbs, and my pranams to this great leader who lived with us, and I had a very moderately long association with him, to talk to him, to work with him, and to hear his insights. He is a person who not only contributed to the engineering profession, but also took all those who work with him, elevate them to occupy more and more responsibilities and senior positions. That is what perhaps is differentiated from other engineering friends which we have in this part of this country. As a graduate at the dawn of the independence of our country, he has worked in the government. He has led a department of mechanical engineering at MHS, then joined one of the prestigious services of the then engineering construction company, Harrison's in Crossfield, and later started his own consultancy. So his activities spanned over most of these difficult segments of the engineering, different segments of the engineering profession. And he has excelled in every field. I know him since 1981, and it's a 40-year-old association. I first met him in his office in MG Road, PMC Engineers, where the institution office was also accommodated. Later only it was shifted to some other place, and now we had a building of our own. The growth of the institution has been very ably guided by Sri PM Chako. His commitment and conviction always encouraged people like us to master in our own fields and also contribute to the engineering profession. And he always inspired people like us who work with him. And when he became the national president, he was truly a national president. He commanded the Indian engineers at the national level, not only in at the national level, but internationally also. He has accepted, people abroad accepted him as the leader of the Indian engineering profession. That is what we saw him when he in the discourses that happened during the early days of this today's IPCC international protocol at its origin. He always spoke for the developing countries, and he had a very hectic argument with those people who did not care for the bulk of the population, representing the country, representing around 23% of the global population. He had a very firm conviction about the cause, the Indian engineering cause, and also pleaded very ably at international forums. And he has been appreciated by the then Minister of Power, Environment, and also the senior secretaries in the Government of India. At the institution, he led several international delegations. He expanded the activities of the institution in this country. Apart from that, he also had a very good relationship and interaction with the people in the planning board. I know him, the kind of relationship he had with Dr. D. Swaminathan, whom he had a very close acquaintance, and once he brought him and to Cochin, and I had the occasion to meet them here in this at our center. So that way, he also always represented the Indian, the might of the Indian engineers. And his voice was very much heard at international forums also. He always aspired to learn the latest developments in engineering and technology. And I remember the last meeting which we together attended is that Institute of Engineers Qatar chapter organizing a webinar on end of oil and gas industry. What's the future of oil and gas industry? That was what the theme of this webinar, in which he shared his experience talking to the World Energy Council, and the kind of interactions he had with his counterparts coming from different parts of the developed world. So today we all remember him as a person. We are all proud that we lived part of our life with him, taking a lot of inspiration, drawing a lot of inspiration from him. And he lived a full life, really a full life. And my suggestion to his family is that his biography has to be fully documented, his achievements fully documented, so that the future engineering community will relish this person. As time passes, he may fade from the memories of people like us or people of his contemporaries. But the future generation needs him a lot. I understand that part of his biography is already in the manuscript form that needs to be completed and presented to the people. Despite his engineering focus and strength, he was also truly a very religious person. He always believed in the goodness of the people. And taking everything, we are all very much proud that there was a person in our own neighborhood, in our own reach, that he showed the righteousness and also the kind of love and respect meted out to us as small budding engineers. And that is what is needed from great personalities of his traits. On this Remembrance Day, I pay my humble tributes to the great person and cherish the great moments I had spent with him. Thank you, Jed.
Thank you, sir. Engineer Kurian Matthew, the past chairman of IEI Kochi Local Center, had a long association with Chako sir. Now, may I invite Kurian Matthew sir to share his memories.
Dear friends, on the occasion of the Remembrance Day of Engineer P.M. Chako, I do not know what I should say. I have association with him from 1950 onwards. 1950, that is from the Engineering College Trivandrum. And after that, when I started the Engineering College at Kodamangalam, I had the privilege of associating with him. He's worked there for about 1.5 years as professor, mechanical engineering. And after that, in fact, there was some gap. I have went to Delhi. And one thing, what I'm trying to say, that he's one who was devoted to the institution of engineers to the maximum. In fact, there was no office for the institution. The office was his office itself. See, his office worked as the branch of the Institute of Engineers Cochin chapter for quite some time. After that only, we have to move to St. Benedict Road. And after that only we came to this campus. So his association with the engineering institution. And he has risen as president, national president, not for 1 year, but for 2 years. No other president has got such a privilege, I should say. My only thanksgiving is that during the period when he was president, I was also a council member. The way in which he handled the council affairs, both national and international, the institution of engineers or the engineering profession had a dignity of its own. That is why probably no other president has got a second term. No other president. He got a second term. And we should appreciate the way in which he has dedicated himself to the engineering profession and especially to the institution of engineers. And see, my personal association with him, as I said, dates back to 1950. And I was communicating with him. We had association. And I should say that his activities always forms a part of engineering profession. And he is one who has dedicated himself to the profession, and he is loved by all, respected by all. And on this occasion, I have nothing more to say than I was saying that my hearty condolences to the family, and I wish his soul may rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Kurian Matthew, sir. Now, may I invite Engineer V. Vijaychandran Nair, the council member representing the state in the Institution of Engineers, to share his memories.
Respected chair of this function, respected president, past presidents, and other dignitaries, those who are attending this function through on and offlines. It is with a deep sense of sorrow that we have come to condole the passing away of PM Chako sir, former president of Institution of Engineers India from the state of Kerala, and a towering personality in the Indian engineering fraternity. Losing engineer Chako sir, I think it's been a big shock for entire Keralites and IEI fraternity. He was our backbone and the real leader. He was our source of inspiration and confidence. Throughout his life, he wore multiple hats such as educationalist, technologist, management expert, policy maker, etc., etc. He was a great contributively force for policy making in Government of India. I had a pleasure to visit him at his house many times. Till last time he was engaged with the IEI by exchanging his ideas and always thought about bring back IEI to the top level in engineering and technology. I feel that the biggest quality of a good human being is that we do not need to remember them, but they remain alive in our memories. Chako sir has left the world by making a mark in the lives of thousands of people and always remains to be there in our memory. on my behalf, I express and place on record a deep sense of gratitude for his contributions to the Indian engineering fraternity and extend my deepest condolences for the loss. His name will be always remembered, and we will always live with him with his great thoughts and the pleasant memory of our beloved Chako sir. I pay my respectful homage to the departed soul. Thank you.
Jay Chandran. Now, now let me invite another close associate of PM Chako sir, Engineer K.K. George, the past chairman of Kochi Local Center, to pay tributes to Chako sir. Over to K.K. George sir.
Esteemed members of this distinguished audience, both physically present and online, members of the Institute of Engineers, invited guests, and my dear friends. I welcome especially my longtime friend, Engineer T.S. Kamal, who has taken time off to attend this function. Thank you, Mr. Kamal. My name is K.K. George, as mentioned by Professor Madhu. I am the past chairman of this institution, of the local center, and also a past honor secretary of the sub-center in the 1975-79 period. Center can be a local center only when the membership exceeds 500. We had just about 200 members at that time. We have assembled here today at the request of our chairman, Engineer Salahuddin, to express our deep sorrow at the demise of our beloved friend, leader, and guide, Engineer PM Chako. Engineer Chako, as all of you are aware, was a soft-speaking, God-fearing, and loving person. Engineer par excellence, he was fully committed to his beliefs and ideals. He was very friendly to all those who came in contact with him, irrespective of their stature and position. He was an engineer of very high capabilities and wide outlook. I am slightly deviating from the topic to share with you the progress of the Cochin Local Center from the very beginning. As mentioned earlier, I was the Honorary Secretary of the Cochin Sub-Center in 1995. Chairman at that time was Engineer S. Kasturi, the then Chairman and Managing Director of Cochin Shipyard Limited, one of the biggest Government of India enterprise in Kerala at that time. When he found that we can become a local center only by increase of our membership to 500, Engineer Kasturi did one thing. He exhorted all his engineers in Cochin Shipyard to join the Institute of Engineers. Along with that, in a circular, he mentioned, in circular in Shipyard, he mentioned that all the payment fee for the subscription of the Institution of Engineers will be reimbursed to the members by the company. With this, more than 50 engineers joined the institution in just 1 month. We continued our work for increasing the membership to Electricity Board, PWD, and also other industries and other departments. In 1976, the institution organized a 3-day camp for the honor secretaries of all centers in Calcutta. Many of the honor secretaries were present, including me, for the 3-day meeting. The meeting was guided by then SDG Colonel B.T. Nagrani, whom many of you may have known. He was a towering personality, a large figure, with a loud voice, loud and shrill voice. The 3-day classes were taken by him, his team, Colonel Nagrani, Mr. Engineer Ghosh, the Assistant SDG, and the Director Technical, Director Finance, Director Education, Director Examinations, all those people were there for taking the classes. This 3-day affair gave us a closer outlook of the institution's functioning. And during the 3 days, we could interact with almost all the officers, and we could make friends with them. I continued that personal relationship established at that time for many more years to come. It was in 1976, the chairman of the Cochin Center was Mr. Engineer S. Gopalasamy, the chief engineer of Cochin Shipyard. Within 1 year of his being the chairman, because of the drive for membership, we could make the membership to 500 plus. And we requested the headquarters to give us the local center rank. This was commissioned. This request was approved in the Guwahati Council, and the council decided that the declaration of the Cochin being a local, to be made a local center, will be announced in the next meeting, council meeting at Bangalore. And we were invited. Mr. Gopalasamy and myself were invited to the Bangalore council meeting, and we were present for the council meeting. It was declared in that meeting that Cochin is elevated to the position of local center. I know Engineer Chacko right from 1975 onwards, when he was the chief engineer of the famous company Harrison's and Crossfield Limited. About a year later, he wrote a letter to me requesting me to engage him as a member of the, enroll him as a member of the Institute of Engineers. I readily agreed, and I offered him a fellow membership because of his stature, high stature in the technical, in the engineering fraternity. He accepted that, applied for membership, and it was granted without much further problem. And he was extremely happy about that. I used to meet Engineer Chacko in his office, and during one visit, he introduced me to Mr. Weavers, the general manager of the company. He was a very nice British man, and he subsequently offered all the help to the Cochin Local Center to organize technical and other programs for the center. Engineer Chacko was very much behind this. In 1978, Engineer Chacko resigned his job as chief engineer from Harrison and Crossfield to start his own business, consulting firm, PMC Engineers Private Limited at Ernakulam, along with his son, Engineer Matthew Chacko. This new company had constructed several important works both in the state and outside the state. In spite of the separation from Addison's and Crossfield, Engineer Chaco continued his association and friendship with Mr. Weavers. I'll be failing my duty if I do not mention that his new office gave the Institution of Engineers Cochin Local Center accommodation for nearly 6 years. We had no accommodation till that time. Ever since he became a member of the institution, he was closely associating with the activities. In 1978, he was made chairman of the Cochin Local Center. He was a council. He was an ex-officio member of the council for those 2 years, and afterwards he contested for a council seat 3 times thereafter for a 4-year tenure. And from 1982 onwards, he was a member of the council for many years. It was during 1994 that he was made president of the Institution of Engineers, India. He was given another term in 1995, and Mr. Chaco is the only Keralite to adorn that important position. I had the good fortune of working closely with him in the National Council for 4 years. And I was a member of very important committees in the council from 1991 to 1994. I'm concluding, I'm not elongating, I'm concluding. I have a sore throat. So may the Almighty give the soul of Engineer Chaco eternal peace and rest. I take this opportunity to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you all. Good night.
Now, may I invite Engineer K. Ashok Kumar, Chairman of IEI Kerala State Center, to pay his tribute. Over to Engineer Ashok Kumar.
Yeah. Hello, respected Chair of the function, Engineer Salahuddin, respected President of IEI, Narendra Singh Ji, President-elect Thakre Ji, past presidents, council members, and other dignitaries of this attending this function. When IEI is closely associated with the history of India itself, in the growth process, it has contributed a lot. And as such, when we see the growth of professional life of Engineer P.M. Chaco, we have to see in conjunction with this growth process. He created many more engineers as a teacher, then contributed to the infrastructure building process by creating many infrastructure by himself, and then led the institution of IEI, called a great institution called IEI, by thus showing his leadership might, and he has taken it to the international level. At this time, when we say the homage to Professor Chaco, I can only pray that his departed soul rest in peace, and pray Almighty to give him all the blessings. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Now, let me invite Engineer K. Rajan, Chairman of the Kollam Local Center. I think Engineer Rajan, are you here? I think he has not joined. Now, Dr. C.P. Sunil Kumar, he is the chairman of Trichur Local Center. Dr. Sunil, are you here? I think he's also not available. Now, Engineer Madan Mohan. He's the chairman of Palghat Local Center. Engineer, you are here, no?
Yeah, I am here. I am here.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Please.
So am I audible?
Pay your tributes to Engineer PM Chakko.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening to all. Respected National President, past President, and all council members, on all office bearers of past and present, state and local centers, and family members of late Chakko sir, and all participants present in this condolence meeting of late PM Chakko sir. It's a great loss to engineering fraternity in particular and to humanity in general. His contributions towards IEI were remarkable, and during his tenure as National President of IEI scaled greater heights, and some of the contributions and decisions took those times and are still bearing the fruits, and we enjoy that till this day. Though I have not associated with him, I happened to read his life sketch, and it's really inspirational, and we as engineers should try to emulate him. Such a great personality and noble soul, his loss is irreparable and left a void in the engineering community, and it's difficult to fill up. With these few words, I join all of you and pay my tribute to the departed soul. And I pray the Almighty to have his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your kind words. The family members of PM Chakko sir is here. His daughter, son, and grandson are present here. So may I request Mr. Naveen Matthew Chakko, grandson of PM Chakko sir, to pay his tributes to his grandfather. Over to Naveen.
Dear esteemed office bearers and friends of the Institution of Engineers India, good evening. 24th November was a sad day for us as we lost Sri PM Chakko, my grandfather, or Apacha, as I used to call him. Today, we remember, respect, and honor the life of a good man who led an excellent personal, social, spiritual, and professional life. I am sure most of you are already aware of the achievements and activities of Apacha during his association with the Institution of Engineers, both during his tenure as president and otherwise. And I do not wish to repeat the same. Apacha regarded engineering as one of the greatest professions and considered it a privilege and honor to be able to lead the Institution of Engineers as its national president during 1994 and 95. In one of his speeches, he quoted US President Herbert Hoover, who was an engineer himself. There is the fascination of watching a figment of the imagination emerge through the aid of science to a plan on paper. Then it moves to realization in stone or metal or energy. Then it brings jobs and homes to men. Then it elevates the standards of living and adds to the comforts of life. That is the engineer's high privilege. One of the causes that Apacha devoted a great deal of time since more than 2.5 decades ago was climate change and sustainable development. On this issue, he often stood up in international conferences representing developing countries against the vast majority of representatives of developed countries. As the chairman of the Indian Member Committee of the World Energy Council, he contributed to the base document used to prepare the Kyoto Protocol, which was the first agreement between nations to mandate country-wise reductions in greenhouse gas emissions. Apacha said recently, we view COVID-19 as a global crisis today, and in a few decades, we would be faced with a far more serious global crisis, which is climate change, unless we accelerate our efforts to avoid this. Engineers would play a huge part here, and I sincerely hope that this vision materializes, and as engineers, we can do something in this regard. Apacha had the good fortune to live a full life of nearly 94 years, and we are glad that he was quite active till the very end. He was a true role model in our family and is someone whom we looked up to for inspiration. I thank the office bearers, the president, past presidents of the Institution of Engineers, the chairman, secretary, and other office bearers of the Institution of Engineers, India Kochi Local Center, for organizing this meeting. And I am grateful to the esteemed speakers today for their kind words about Apacha. On behalf of the family, I thank you all who are present here today in person or virtually, and those of you who have visited and shared your condolences, which have been a great source of comfort to us during this difficult time. Thank you.
Thank you, Naveen. Now it's my turn. I am Dr. G. Madhu, a past chairman of IEI Kochi Local Center. Esteemed guests and dear friends. PM Chacko sir, he was a multifaceted personality and a visionary engineer. As Mr. Naveen mentioned, he walked ahead of his times. In fact, almost 25 years back, he foresaw the impact of climate change at the World Energy Conference. He used to discuss, even I had the opportunity to listen to his speech regarding his experiences at the World Energy Council. So he fought for the rights of the third world countries. He used to mention about that incident. When we know that most of the carbon emissions are coming from the affluent society, the so-called developed world. But the developed world, they are not ready to compromise their comfort. So they don't want to reduce their emissions, and they find fault with the developing countries like ours. So he in fact fought against this injustice almost 3 decades back. So he was a visionary engineer. And also, nowadays we always talk about the concept of lifelong learning. In fact, Chacko sir was a true follower of that philosophy, lifelong learning. Till his very end, he was passionate about learning new things. And whenever we meet in this hall, he used to discuss about the new developments in engineering, the role to be played by the engineers for developing a sustainable society. He was very passionate about that. So he was and also he was very affectionate to all of us. He was in fact, he was affectionate to different generations of engineers. That difference in age was not a problem. He used to interact with even the engineering college students with a lot of ease. So anyway, I don't want to prolong much. I take this opportunity to pay my humble pranams to the memory of PM Chacko sir. Thank you. Now we have a few more minutes left. I think anyone from the audience, we have senior members present here. If anyone wants to share their memories about Chacko sir, please come forward. Simon sir, do you want to say something?
To Engineer PM Chacko for the last 3 decades. I am from Kodamangalam Engineering College, where he happened to be the head of the mechanical engineering department. And subsequently, I became a student of mechanical engineering department there. But we started interacting when he was the national president of the Institution of Engineers. It was a sheer coincidence at the same time, more or less at the same time, I happened to be the national president for the Institute of Marine Engineers. And it's very strange that we used to meet those days only in the airports and during the flights. Because he used to travel a lot those days. I also used to do the same thing more or less. So we used to exchange notes, mostly sitting in the waiting room of several airports. That is what I remember about him. Subsequently, of course, we used to interact here in the very same hall many a times. And another aspect that I have come across in this great man was I saw him delivering a talk in the library ship. When the library ship happens to move around all over the world. When the ship was here in Cochin, I found that I was a little late to go there. I found Engineer PM Chacko sir giving a talk in the library ship. That was about maybe 15 or 20 years ago. I happened to visit the ship in my official capacity as the shipping master of Cochin. Yeah. Very strange, and then he was quite vehement in delivering a talk about the library ship and also giving an angle to the spiritual aspect of the operation of the ship, highlighting the importance of charity and so on. Something totally different that I used to hear about him, from him, different in the sense, different from the engineering talks. So I don't want to take much of your time. I pay my respect and pranams to this great personality and great leader in the fraternity of engineers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. K. Simon. Now I think it's time to wind up this remembrance meeting. May I invite Engineer K.S. Babu, Honorary Secretary of the local center, Kochi Local Center, to propose the vote.
Engineer P.A. Salahuddin, our chairman, and our chief guest, Engineer Narendra Singh, President of Institution of Engineers India, and Engineer M.N. Thackeray, President-elect of Institution of Engineers India, and our immediate past presidents, Dr. T.M. Gunaraj, Engineer Sisir Kumar Banerjee, and HCS Berry, and also our council members, national council members, and our state chairman and committee members, and family members of Engineer P.M. Chacko, and our past presidents, and all dear engineers. It is with deep sense of sorrow that we have come to condole the passing away of Engineer P.M. Chacko, past president of Institute of Engineers India, and also to remember him. He was president of Institute of Engineers India for the 2 consecutive years, that is 94 to 95 and 95 to 96. Also, he served as the chairman of this local center. His contribution in that level was very remarkable. And going through his careers and study, he was graduated in mechanical engineering from College of Engineering, Trivandrum, and I think during 1952. After that, his careers, he had careers through various organizations, for example, Madras Port Trust, and mainly that HNC, and there also he acted very well as chief engineer, and that is a rare occasion for him to be a first chief engineer of the HNC from other than Europeans. He took part in the development of various states, not only in Kerala and other states also. And in local, and in Ernakulam itself, or in Kerala itself, he had taken part in various development works, especially in regards to shipyard, and for the various development was taken by the GCDA, etc. And after retirement also, he was retirement from his regular careers. He was involved in various activities, especially with that of development by GCDA, that is for the service to public. And he was a member of various committees, both at central and state government levels, and served as member of AICT and NBA. So, and from this, we can see what was his role in the development of academic area. And in addition to, he was a fellow member of IOV, the Indian Council of Arbitrators, and All India Management Association. He was able to provide end-to-end service in all engineering projects, and he has experience in different fields of engineering. And in all respects, Engineer P.M. Chacko was an eminent engineer in his contribution to the engineering community and society, and which are remarkable, and not only in national, but also in international level. He represented India in various national level conferences. And in that sense, he was a role model to our engineers and community. So now on my behalf and Institute of Engineers India, I express and place a deep sense of gratitude for his contribution to the society and extend deep condolence for his loss. In connection to this condolence meeting, let me thank Mr. P.A., the Engineer P.A. Salahuddin for his welcome speech. And Engineer Narendra Singh, President of the Institute of Engineers India, joined and addressed as chief guest this condolence meeting online, and this meeting is honored with his presence, and I would like to extend our sincere thanks to you, sir. And Engineer Thackeray was also made condolence speech in this occasion, and I extend my thanks to him also. And Dr. M. Gunaraj, immediate past president, given a remembrance message, and we are thankful to you, sir. Engineer Sisir Kumar Banerjee and Engineer HIS Bare,
past presidents joined this condolence meeting and paid homage, and we thankful to each of you, sir. And I express my thanks to National Council members, Professor Dr. Kamal, Dr. M.K. Sukumaran, Dr. Engineer Vijayendran, all shared their memories and experience with Engineer P.M. Jacob. Also, Engineer Quirian Matthew and Engineer K.K. George shared his experience in this meeting. And from at the state level, Engineer Ashok Kumar, State Chairman, expressed his condolence in this meeting. As per our request, Mr. Matthew Chaco, son of Engineer P.M. Chaco, and Mrs. Roshni Madam, and Naveen Matthew Chaco, family members are present here, and I express our sincere thanks to them. And I express my thanks to past chairman and committee members, all executive committee members, senior engineers, and all dear engineers and friends. Once again, I pay my respectful homage to the departed soul. May I conclude, and thanks to all. Okay, thanks.
Namaste, namaste.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for your presence at this remembrance meeting. Now we will call it a day. Thank you.
Thank you.